Hi, I'm Joey.
And I'm Matt.
So now we're going to tell you about the full version of Chaosmos. So once you've got a handle on the basic version, it's time to move on to the 10-planet arrangement. And this version of the game comes with extra cards, extra aliens, extra alien powers, and a few bells and whistles.
One of the big differences with the full game is you're actually going to have a bigger board that's at a different layout than the first game board. So the full board is actually 10 planets, and it's going to be in a row of 3, 4, and 3. So we add 2 planets, there's Vorshi and Ob, and along with these 2 new planets come 8 new cards that are added to the game. One of the big cards that's added is the Planetary Base. So this is actually a third type of flip card in addition to the Trap and the Vault, but the base works a little bit differently. When you set up a planetary base, you actually have to play the card and announce it. You spend an action, and you'll put a base token on the planet that you're setting up your base on. That planet is now your planet, and nobody else can control that planet except for you. But what you can do is you can leave behind weapon cards inside of the planet, and if somebody else wants to take over your base, they'll actually spend an action and fight the base, and you play a combat against that player using the cards inside of the planet that you left with the base on it in order to fight that player. So it works just like a regular combat, except for you're playing cards from the base instead of from your hand. If a player beats your base, they deactivate it, flipping it face down, and they get to take over the planet. But if they don't beat the base, you can banish that player to any planet that you want. So that's how the base card works, and along with the 2 bases that come in the advanced game, there's also a couple cards that power up bases, like the Planetary Hypergate, which lets you travel to your base, or the Planetary Transceiver, which lets you actually look inside your base and suck cards remotely back into your hand, as well as the Planetary Turret, which is a combat weapon that can only be played by bases. So there's a couple cards like that. There's also some other utility cards that the advanced version adds. You have the Amnion Power Flux, which is a combo card that lets you play multiple action cards or do multiple hyperspaces without spending actions. And then there's also the Claw of Cyclocus, which is a really good deception card that lets you land on a planet as somebody else who has an envelope and steal a card from inside their envelope without attacking them. So these are a couple of the different cards that add a lot to the strategy of the advanced game.
I definitely recommend when you're playing the advanced game, you play with these landing flags. So landing flags are just little chits that you put down, so when you land on a new planet, say you land on, say, Guriwan, you're going to throw that appropriate landing flag down, and that indicates that you've been there. So now when you move off onto another planet, someone else goes there and explores that planet, they're going to go ahead and take that envelope, they'll get rid of your landing flag, give it back to you, and put theirs there. So the advantage to landing flags is that, like a trail of breadcrumbs, you can sort of trace which player has been where, and you can say, oh, okay, Clocknid was here, then he was here, then he was here, and I know he had the Ovoid then, so you can sort of figure out where people are going and what they're up to. And that's a great way to sort of understand the complexities of the game better, is to pay attention to each other's landing flags. So that is the full 10-planet experience, and we hope you enjoy playing Chaosmos as much as we do. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching.